glad to get going after waiting patiently for a couple of months for everything to get organised so we could have sales. And obviously it was great relief to see racing back, so we knew we had a chance of getting the sales back as long as racing commenced, and even better to see Royal Ascot go ahead last week. So we're all keen to kick on now and get these horses sold.
And how are things going to be different at the sales this week? What sort of measures are in place, and what's the atmosphere like so far?
Yeah, well, listen, as we speak, there's no atmosphere. We had a practice breeze today. First of all, everyone that comes onto the sale ground has to be pre-authorised in advance of the sale. Everyone is getting their temperatures taken every time they enter the sale grounds. We're all practicing social distancing at the sales. There is a limit on the number of people that can be in the sales ring at the one time, and only certain people have permission to be in the sales ring, which is all organised beforehand. So, you know, I'm sure the actual mechanics of looking at the horses and all that will be fine, and that won't be affected. What the atmosphere will be like once the auction starts in the sale ring might be slightly eerie if it's restricted to quite a small number, because obviously live auctions, part of the thrill of the live auctions, the atmosphere is created when the big horse is going to sell. So that could be strange. We'll see.
I'm sure it will be. And are there any advantages to it? I imagine you've had a lot more time with your horses. They're probably fitter, stronger individuals than they would have been a month ago.
Listen, advantages, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's any advantages. Maybe we know a little bit more about our horses. We've had them longer. I'm not sure in some of the cases that's a positive or not, because some of them clearly aren't as good as we hoped. That's normal. But I know there's been horses sold prior to the auction, because guys were getting concerned, would the auction process ever take place in the current circumstances? But you know, I know from speaking to the fellow consignors that very, very few of what they would consider the horse at the top of their list have been sold privately. You know, they're also going to appear over the next 2 weeks of the auction. So that's good. While there is a reduced number of two main catalogues, Craven this week and Arcana the following week, which is taking place in the Goss UK complex in Doncaster, I know that the best is still available.
Oh, okay, so that's good to hear. So some have been sold privately, but there's still some nice ones there. And what about buyers? Because people from the Middle East, we currently can't really fly over to England. Have you heard of a lot of buyers who'll be using agents to try and still get their horses for Dubai and elsewhere?
Yeah, we're hoping like that the relationships that they've built up over the years with the agents over here, that, you know, while it's very unfortunate and not satisfactory, like guys like to be at a sale, guys like to see the horse themselves and take part in the process. But luckily, lots of information that you're required for a breeze-up sale, you can do it all. Well, you can do quite a lot of it online. You know, they can see the videos, they can replay the videos. The confirmation shots are available online already. And you know, anyone that requires times, the times are available as well through their agents, who have their own sets of clocks. So you know, a lot of the work can be done without you being there, but it's just nice to create the atmosphere and see the horse for yourself. But like, these guys have been dealing with specific agents down to the years that they trust, and I'm sure they'll be using those this week, you know.
And let's talk about some of the success stories, because even last year and at the carnival down on Dubai and Wardy, all breeze-up horses that have come over here and done so well. So it is a good place to buy horses, even though it always amazes me that so many good dirt horses come through the European sales. Yeah,
well, like there's the lads, my fellow consignors would buy quite a few horses every year in Keeneland. I mean, from my own point of view, it suits me because I'm selling yearlings in Europe and trying to buy at the same time. Whereas when I go to Keeneland, I'm only buying yearlings, so I can concentrate, and it's you know, a little bit easier. So we all tend to buy quite a few yearlings in Keeneland every year, and some of those will have mixed pedigrees. They'll be turf stroke dirt, you know. So I think that's one of the reasons when the success, we've had so much success last year's in Dubai and Bahrain, is because there is quite a selection of horses that are bred to go both on turf and dirt.
I see you've got 3 to sell this week. What would be the pick of them? Is there one you're particularly excited about?
Well, I must say the Kodiak is a very obvious pick. You know, gave a lot of money from him. He's an extremely attractive horse. He's got a lovely cross. He's out of a pivotal mare, which saw that cross already produced a Group 1 winner, Fairyland for Aidan O'Brien last year. And, you know, everything he has done, from the get-go, he has never looked anything but a high-class horse. So, obviously, the one positive for me with the sales being delayed was he had Kodiak had 3 winners on Royal Ascot on Saturday, so I wasn't complaining about that. So, you know, that may, listen, I'm not sure it'll make much difference. The horse will have to breeze and speak do his own thing, you know, but I'm quite confident he will. I think he's quite talented.